guys, so I've arrived here in Secrets Akumal in Mexico. I've escaped the winter weather back in England, so no more, well, hopefully, touch wood, no more rain for me for the next week or so. So I'm here to bring you a very special edition of Bride Society. I'm going to be reviewing this beautiful resort as a wedding and honeymoon destination. So some of you right now might be dreaming of sunshine and warm weather to get you away, and so that might be for your wedding itself, your honeymoon, or maybe both. Obviously weddings aboard in sunny destinations are a great way of combining those two things, combining the expense, so you get married here and then continue on with your honeymoon. So yeah, so I will take a look around and let you guys know what I think. I only got here last night, so not had time to do that yet, and obviously there's a 5-hour time difference between here and the UK going back in time. So yeah, so if I look a little rough, it's probably because I'm feeling that. Once room service has been in to tidy the room, I'll let you take a look around at that too. Yeah, so I'll be back. So I'm down on the beach at Secrets Akumal at sunset. So it's about 6:15 at night this time of year, which is December for those of you who might be watching it at a different time. Thought you might like to check out the beach and the sunset here. Obviously it's a bit quieter on the beach now as it's turned to evening, so let's take a look. So here is the sunset skyline. If you look really closely for long enough, you'll be able to spot turtles bobbing their heads up for air. It's quite a lot in this area. It's one of my favourite things about being here. My husband and I really like to try and spot them. So I think it's a fun romantic activity, but those are heads, not turtle heads. Just so you know. Okay, so if beach quality is important to you, as it is to us, we thought you might like to see what the beach here at Secrets Akumal looks like. So this is the resort from the beach, so as you can see right there. It's ocean view rooms, and you can walk all the way, sort of over here, all the way out. And some really good views. The sand is really nice and soft, you see. And nice and warm at this time of day too. But yeah, patches of light rocks, but nothing like being on Brighton Beach. Okay, so day one has been a really nice day here so far. What did we do? We played table tennis, so there is a table tennis table here. Most people probably aren't quite as enthusiastic about that as me, perhaps, other than my dad. But there's even 2 tables now, so that's exciting. Moving on. Had a mango tango cocktail. I would recommend that highly. Had a nice stroll on the beach, spotted some turtles. Didn't see, there's plenty of fish. Didn't see any stingrays. We saw an eel. From a safe distance. It's okay. Had a nice... Sorry, my husband's making animal gestures at me out the corner of my eye to help me here. What was that supposed to be? I still don't know what that is. A pelican, who we named Clive. So if you ask it, yeah, pelican called Clive here. He needs to work on his charades. And we had a really nice long lunch at one of the restaurants on site, which was called the Seaside Grill. So yeah, would recommend checking that out if you were here. But yeah, so now we're just headed back to our room to clean up to see what they've got on offer for dinner tonight. So this morning we've gotten up to see the sunrise. Still just waiting for that to happen, but I thought you might like to check out the tranquility this morning. With the waves lapping, and it's still quite quiet out here, but there's a few people around. You see they take really good care of the beach, so they've been raking it all this morning, so it's all nice. And there's the resort itself, looking all a bit more organised than when I showed you the sunset one. You see before everyone comes out and moves everything around. Just a few footsteps in the sand so far. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to catch the sun coming up for you too in a few minutes. So I seem to have found a whole bunch of little like secret walkways, and this one is full of hammocks. I did just see a snake as well, so you know, at your own risk. I don't think it was actually a risky snake, it's not like it came for me. But all these relaxing hammocks under shade, and you can pretend you're in the jungle through here, but you're actually still in the resort. So Secrets is actually an all-inclusive resort, so if you're a fussy eater like me, that is a definite win. So right now we're in the Market Cafe, which is kind of like a world cafe, so like basically a buffet where you can just pick things that you like from all around the world, as much or as little as you want, loads of choice, so definite win. Lots of other restaurants around that are open at different times. The Coco Cafe is a cafe, so like teas and hot drinks. It's open 24 hours a day, the rest at different times. So depending on your jet lag, that might work for you. But yeah, lots of different styles, so Italian, French, and they're all kind of just walk up and get what you want. So you don't need to make a reservation except at the Japanese restaurant. But otherwise, so we have so far checked out the Italian, and it's a thumbs up from me. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with the rest through the week. So I'm finally getting around to showing you the bedroom suite that we're staying in. It's taken me a little while to get around to it because of all the stress of getting here with delays because of trying to travel when there's snow on the ground, and Air Canada managing to soak all of the contents of our suitcases. So all that aside, I'm now ready to give you a bit of a tour. So I'm currently on our balcony. So behind me, it's gotten a little bit flushed out, but there is an ocean view. So we're in the preferred club in an ocean view room. So if you're looking to try and pick which room you want, that's what I'm showing you right now. So I flip you around so you can have a look around. Okay, so here is that ocean view. There we go. Looks slightly further away on camera than in person, but it is there. Okay. So we're on the 3rd floor up here. Okay, and so this is our balcony. So here we have an outdoor bath, effectively. The little seat in there, and so you pretend that you sit here and you look out that ocean view. Okay, and so if I bring you around, there's some outdoor seating and my husband's legs. There we go. Alright, and then we'll take you inside. So as I say, we have been here a couple of days, so our stuff is in here, so don't judge them on that. So mirrors, workstation, always important in my view is some docking stations there for your devices, so USB ports. Nice lounging area, somewhere to put your feet up. Right, most importantly, a huge bed, so it'd be super king, I would say. And it comes with complimentary turn down service at night. You get your chocolate mints on your pillow, which happen to be my favourite. So yeah, nice comfy bed, and each day you get given this newsletter, which is the sundial, and lets you know everything that's going on the next day and all the offers in the spa. So if you want to get some treatments, there is a spa here. That's not included, so even though it's an all-inclusive resort, but they do run offers. evening entertainment. Tonight there's a fire show, so if I'm still awake at 8:30, we'll go and check that out. And all kinds of entertainment that goes on here throughout the day. So it's everything from yoga to Spanish lessons, snorkeling, and gives you all the information you could possibly want. Okay, so that arrives in your room daily. TV, which you can see from the bed, and let's see, drink station. You get a complimentary mini bar too, okay, in there, so you can have all of that, no extra charge, all inclusive. Gotta love that. Okay, so obviously cupboards. All right, so hiding behind here as I walk into the wash area is this. Check this out. So you're now inside, there's just sort of a net curtain separating you from the bedroom, and all the little jets in there. And I think if it's a special occasion, they sort of scatter like rose petals around the top and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a pretty nice setup in here. It's got like his and hers. You can see from our toiletry packs that are already out in the corners. Rainfall shower in there, as well as another head and a washing line in there. Just a side note, if that's useful to you. But yeah, so all very snazzy. I say this is the preferred club room. So yeah, so we're pretty fond of it, and appreciate if it's you being here on honeymoon. Might be very important if you're not planning to leave. As you can see, it may not be the sunniest of days here in Secrets Akumal today, but that doesn't mean there's not plenty to do. You see, you can still be relaxing under these huts like myself right now. So yeah, my very relaxed feet right there. And then to see the ocean out there, which is currently where my husband is doing some snorkeling. I'm not one for being at one with the fish, so I'm leaving that to him, but there are plenty of turtles and coral to see out there. You can also go out on a kayak tour in the afternoons. So a quick update on the snorkeling front. So despite what I said to you previously, that I did not want to be at one with the fish, as you know, at that point, my husband was out snorkeling at the time, and I was there on the beach thinking, well, maybe I'm missing out. You know, there's all these people out there, I can surely do this. Anyway, so when he came back in from the ocean, he was raving about everything that he saw. Like, he saw like 3 or 4 turtles really nice and close up, and saying all the detail you could see on them, and like a big fish, and a couple of stingrays, and like some massive like manta ray fish. Granted, I'm not bothered about the stingrays. They can definitely keep a safe distance from me. But yeah, the turtles I was kind of keen to see, and then obviously it's just a shared experience between us as well. And you know, it's nice to do things with your fiance or your newlywed husband if you're looking to come here on honeymoon. So yeah, as I say, you can hire this stuff from like within the resort. Well, I'll say hire it, like it's free to hire, but you can just take it out for 45 minutes. Yeah, and you just go down to the beach within like the area that's got the buoys on floating, and yeah, you just go out and have a swim around with the life jackets. And yeah, so I went out. I was freaking out slightly a bit because the whole like mask breathing thing, but I was really pleased I did. And although like by the time we did it, for me, like the turtles weren't as present, so I saw one like speed by, but they weren't like feeding and things like they were when my husband went out. Yeah, did see a stingray, but it kept a respectful distance, so that was okay. And like just this huge fish, like, well, bigger than I could fit in the camera, but like maybe was almost the span of my arms, 1.5 span. Yeah, which was just there, just sat there for ages. So yeah, and then obviously lots of little fish, but yeah, so it was well worth it. So I'd say definitely put that on your list of things to do. And if I'm brave enough before I leave, maybe I'll do that again. So I just wanted to point out the water in the pools, like in the resort, not warm. I'm cold. So now I'm going to jump in the jacuzzi to try and warm up. Taking you on an evening stroll through Secrets Resort Akumal, because it's got all really pretty lighting up with it being nearly Christmas. So we thought you might like to take a look before it gets too dark to see. So we're just approaching from the beach at the moment. You see people still hanging out in the hot tub down there. There's a swim-up bar in the pool, which is closed at the moment. It's the Oceana restaurant. Not yet open for business. Kitchen are prepping though. Second pool, and over there is the Seaside Grill. That was a bat. Don't know if you can see that on there, but that was definitely a bat. Oh, can we see this? Still haven't figured out what it is, but maybe some of you might know. Hey little dude, what's your name? Alright, comments below. Hey guys, so I've been checking out the lay of the land of this Secrets Resort in Akumal as a potential wedding venue for you. So you can easily book the resort through travel agents in the UK, and they do a whole package with your flights and accommodation, and then hook you up with the wedding coordinators here. So they have allocated wedding coordinators, and I've had a chat with them actually, and their English is great, so just because it's quite important when you're trying to plan little details. They'll mostly communicate with you by email using photos of the things you're interested in, getting to do pin boards on Pinterest and selecting images off Instagram and the internet and things, so you can build the visual. It actually sounded really great, so the girl that spoke to was really friendly. So they offer packages, but it kind of turns into quite a sort of build your own wedding, so you don't get sort of stuck with your cookie cutter wedding, where you pay a certain price and you're just stuck with what you've got. You can still add elements, change things out. There's lots of options, and the options go beyond what you see on their information as well. So if you go on their website into the weddings section, you'll find all their brochures and information and all like the different things you can choose from. I did learn a few interesting things about getting married in Mexico from this chat. This obviously doesn't just apply to the Secrets Akumal, it's Mexico in general, but never knew you had to have a blood test to get married here. So just heads up if you don't like needles. So you have to have a blood test basically to prove that you haven't got any STIs before you get married, or if you do, your partner has to sign something to say they're aware you have it before you get married, which is interesting. And otherwise they deal with all the other legality stuff for you. Obviously there's a fee for that, but it's probably well worth it, and they'll provide you with the translation of your marriage document as well, so that you can show it to people in the UK when you need to prove your marital status. So that was all really good. And there's so many options as well in this resort about like where you can get married in the resort. So initially, from when I just walked around, I thought it was probably just the wedding gazebo that's down on the beach, which you can't quite see in the background here, but it's around the corner. So the lighting's not great on this one, but I want you to have a bit of a view of the ocean and things from behind me. So sorry, I'm not the best lighting, but that's why we're like this. So the wedding gazebo down on the beach, which would be pretty, and they'll dress that all up and things. But you can actually pick all different venues around the resort, like within the resort itself, for your ceremony, for your reception drinks, for like for the dining, and all different types of food, and a range of things depending on the number of guests you have as well, which can range from just the two of you up to like 380 guests. So you're really not limited. There's obviously also really nice suites that you can hire as well. If you're getting married, so you want something a bit special. And they'll do everything for you. Like, you don't need to worry about anything in terms of the suppliers. They take care of everything from weddings, cake, hair, flowers. Around the things you want though. So you don't have to feel like it's impersonal or just not the things you might want. So I think they provide a really good service for that here if you were thinking of getting married at Secrets. Great beach views, staff are all really friendly. We've had a really nice time here being in the resort. And I think it's a honeymoon destination too. So the resort itself is not far away from a lot of things like caves and all this kind of thing that you can go off and have a look at if you want little excursions while you're here without having to spend like the whole day in a car getting somewhere. And you think, well, I've paid for an all-inclusive resort, and well, that's my mentality with it anyway. I'm like, I've paid for all the food and everything, now I'm out of it for an entire day and not getting my money's worth. I enjoy getting my money's worth. Even though they probably do quite well at me at all-inclusives because I barely drink, so they're probably still up at the end of the day. We've been having a really nice time. So now we're unfortunately on our last full day here, so we have to leave tomorrow morning. But I would conclude that like if you were looking for a honeymoon or wedding destination, that this should be on your list of places to consider. I mean, if you have any more questions about here specifically, I will try and answer those. But also, obviously, you can get in touch with the wedding coordinator themselves here, and you should go on their website for the information on all the different rooms, because I appreciate I've only been staying in the preferred club rooms with the ocean view. Obviously different experiences and different price points. Just take a look around, and like I say, like there's things to do. Staff are great, the rooms are nice, all serviced, cleaned, complimentary minibar, all that type of thing. So it gets a thumbs up from me. So that's all from me at Secrets Akumal in Mexico. Hope you've enjoyed my little review and the look around the place. If you have any other questions, as I say, do get in touch and ask. If you want to see more like photos and things, like I'm sure we'll be posting those on our other forums. So don't forget to have a look around at our Pinterest, Instagram, and particularly our blog, because I will definitely be putting some stuff up there. So I hope you've enjoyed, and stay tuned for more reviews.